Welcome back to Advanced English Language Academy. As you know that we have started tenses from our channel. So we're going to discuss last two tenses. So to understand tenses, all tenses, you have to watch all of our videos about tenses. So today we're going to talk about future perfect tense and future perfect progressive tense. Future perfect tense is a situation in which you guess that some action will have completed in future. For example, a person is studying, okay, and he's preparing for exams, and tomorrow he has to take a paper or he has to take a test, and he thinks that I will have taken test. Okay, for example, if I talk about now, for example, it is 5 o'clock now, so I say that till 5 o'clock I will have taken 2 classes. And then you think about tomorrow evening, so you can say that I will have been to school, and I'll have been to college, I'll have been to office. You can use it for a little longer time as well. For example, if you are a student, you are undergraduate, so you can say that by 2025 I will have graduated. So it's used for those activities which you think will have completed in the future. So the structure pattern is subject plus will have plus third form of verb. So I will have played cricket, just like for example, someone asks me, tomorrow we have a match, and someone asks me, what about the match? So you say it's 5 o'clock, or match will start at 1 o'clock, so I'll have played cricket. She won't have done her homework. For example, I have given my female student some homework, and I think she's very lazy. So someone asks me, let's check whether she has done her homework or not. And I say, I'm sure she won't have done her homework. This is asking someone, for example, will you have completed your master's? But in standard English, you use this structure. Well have you. You bring have, you put have after well. Okay? These two are grammatically correct. There isn't anything wrong in the first one and in the second one as well. If you say, well, you have completed your master's, that's also right. But if you want to speak standard English, so then you can use this structure. Well, have you completed your master's? Talking about future perfect progressive. So as I told you about the perfect progressive tenses, inshallah in our next video we'll talk about the difference between progressive and perfect progressive tenses as well, because there is a very slight difference between these two tenses. If you understand only that point, then you won't be able to then there won't be any problem for you, and then you'll be able to understand them with no problem at all. Sorry, I used won't be able, but I meant that you will be able to understand these two tenses with no problem at all. There is only one point that inshallah I'll discuss in my coming videos. Future perfect progressive. Future perfect progressive means that it's the rarest. It's not used in English. It's used very rarely in English. As far as I know, I haven't heard this tense being used by any native speaker. But anyhow, as I said, that it is part of tenses, so we have to do it. Like for example, something hasn't even started, and you think about its continuity in the future time as well. For example, there is a child, okay? He is 6 years old. So I say that he'll have been going to school since 2026. It's a very long thinking, by the way. Or for example, I say that I'll have been doing a job in Ireland for 2 years. So we're talking about something that hasn't even started, because we know about future, that future is the time which hasn't come yet. Okay, past, present, future. We don't know what future holds, but still, as I told you, that it is part of tenses, so we can talk about it. It has a structure as well, but it's very rarely used in English. So its structure pattern is subject plus will have been plus ing and since and for. Inshallah, in the next video I have talked about the usage of since and for. But this is the structure pattern. I'll have been playing cricket since morning. So I am sure that tomorrow is Sunday and I have decided to play cricket. So someone asks me about the 5 o'clock time, about this time. So then I'll say I'll have been playing cricket since morning. So I can say that. She won't have been doing her homework for 2 hours. Someone, I give you the example of my lazy student. That someone says that she has been doing her homework. So I say, I'm sorry, I don't believe her. She won't have been doing her homework for 2 hours. And then you ask someone a question, so will you and will have you. These two are, these are both correct formats, you can use them. But the standard English, will have you. You bring will before you and you just put it after will. So this is the standard English. If you want to speak standard English, so will have you been completing your master since 2025. Thanks a lot. Keep watching.